Hi, my name is Britton, and this is Sweet and Sour Comic Collecting. This week we're going to be looking at comics that we got from the Free Comic Book Day. And for National Free Comic Book Day, we went to a couple of shops in Omaha, Nebraska. One was Krypton Comics, and the other one was Legends. And here are a couple of clips of the places that we went. Did you start?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. I know you started.
I just started.
Great. So behind the camera is my son, Sam. He is the editor of our videos. And what we're going to talk about first today from Free Comic Book Day is the free comic books that we got from Legends. My son is a big Spider-Man fan, so he picked out Spider-Man and Venom #1. And I picked out the Uncanny Avengers because they have some of the X-Men in it that I remember from when I used to collect comic books when I was younger. Two other books that we got at Legends. We got Amazing Spider-Man, Annual #7. Those are reprints from issue 1, 2, and 38. Again, my son likes Spider-Man, so that was for him. And then the other book that we got was issue 36, Web of Spider-Man. And that was the first appearance of Tombstone. So pretty cool. I'd say this book is in pretty decent shape. Couple little tick marks, but pretty good quality, and we got a good deal because they were having a great sale. On to Krypton Comics selection. So the first book we're going to look at, because I'm a giant X-Men fan, is X-Men 507. I'm trying to round out the first volume of the Uncanny X-Men, and I have about 53 more issues to go, and I'll have the full run. The second comic book that we got was Avengers 162. Little side note, neither of us are big Avengers fans, but Jim Shooter, the 9th editor for Marvel Comics in the 1970s and 80s, was there that day, and my son said, hey, we got to get a book for him to sign. So we ended up with Avengers 162, and if you look real close right there is Jim Shooter's signature. Then we went through the Spider-Man Vintage Collection at Krypton, and my son picked out issue number 70. He picks issues based on the covers for the most part, and then the other thing is he wants to collect issues 50 through 100 and then work his way down from 49 to 1. So, And then finally from Krypton, we got issue 33 of Spider-Man. He collects that run also. So then we decided to go back to our house, and we picked up some old comics that I had that Jim Shooter did. We picked the Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21. I actually picked that issue up brand new. This is when I bought it, brand new, back in 1987. And I only got it because it was the marriage issue of Peter Parker and Mary Jane. And something that's pretty crazy, which I didn't know until yesterday, is that the direct sale copy had the civilians on it instead of the villains. And Peter Parker was not in his Spider-Man outfit, but he was in a tuxedo. And that was the very first variant cover that was ever produced. But they didn't call them variants then. It was just an alternate cover. So then another issue that we got, signed by Jim Shooter, was the Death of the Phoenix, issue 137 of the Uncanny X-Men. I also had this issue from when I was a kid and had it for years and years and years, and had him sign it, and it was right there. This is where he signed my issue. And funny story there, he said that Chris Claremont, who wrote the stories, usually signs right there. So because he got to it first, he took the spot. All right, so we don't just go to comic book stores to get comic books. We also go to flea markets, we go to estate sales, we go to thrift stores, and we go where a lot of other people go too. We go to eBay. So these are the comics that we got this week off of eBay. Again, starting with Amazing Spider-Man number 57. It was the first Silver Age appearance of Kazar in Spider-Man comics. So that's pretty cool. And then we got issue 72 of Amazing Spider-Man, and that would be the second or the third appearance of the Shocker.
Second.
It's the second appearance. The resident Spider-Man expert has helped me out with that. Second appearance of the Shocker, and I think it's a pretty cool cover as well.
It's in great shape, too.
Really, really good shape. Yep. So my son made sure to tell you guys that it's in really, really good shape. I would say it's at least, just kind of on the appearance and looking at it a couple times, probably a 6.5 or a 7. And if it got a good cleaning, might bump it to an 8.0. Then, close to my heart, of course, is my X-Men issues. I got issue 48. This one's been kind of eluding me for a while. It's not the best copy in the world. It's got a little bit of writing right here. No, it's got a little bit of writing right here. And then there's also some tick marks. But overall, pretty good copy. Pages are white, off-white. I'd say it's a good 5.0, maybe a 4. Good reader, though. Good to have. And then I got issue number 52, which was an appearance of Eric the Red. These were some of my favorite covers, the 50s series. Getting into those, it seems like after they got past the 40s, the artwork and the storylines, in my opinion, started to improve a little bit. And then finally, again, we have the Web of Spider-Man 31. And it is a direct copy, and it's the part 1 of the Coffin. And it's Kraven's Last Hunt. So, again, I'm not a big Spider-Man guy, but my son is, so he helps me out with the Spider-Man stuff. So this is our very first video, and I hope you enjoyed looking at it. And I know that the more that my son Sam and I do these together, we'll get better and better and better at this. And we hope to bring you more of these videos in the future.